Hey guys, Cash One coming at you with a brand new video. This video is going to be a super special video, and that is going to be the Scream Factory tag video. Now, this video was created by a couple of YouTubers out there, some really awesome guys. Outlaw of the Dead, Dr. Movie 91, Slasher Junkie, Bearded Slasher, and Jeff Van Tor. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing the last one right. So they came up with this tag in a Google Hangout, and they all collabed, added some questions, and this is a 10 question tag, and this is all pertaining to Scream Factory company. So Scream Factory, if you don't know what Scream Factory is Shout Factory. They're Shout Factory, and then / Scream Factory. Scream Factory is connected with Shout Factory, and they've been pushing out horror movies for a while. They do collector's editions, regular editions. Collector's editions is custom artwork where they add a whole mess of special features. And if it's a custom artwork with the collector's edition, usually it comes with a slipcover and then reverse artwork, which is the original artwork, and like I said, a bunch of extra goodies. And they've been for a few years now, they've been the lead in releasing some awesome stuff. Now I know there's some other companies that came since that have really been doing some awesome stuff as well, but Scream Factory is the one that seemed, for me at least, that were the ones that were getting a lot of people interested. And then they got some of these other companies like Arrow Video. Now Arrow Video has been doing it, but they have been releasing in the UK first, and then they started releasing out here in the US as well. And I think that might be because they saw how well people were responding to the Scream Factory. So we're gonna get enough of me rambling, and we'll get to the question. So the first question is, what was your first Scream Factory? Number one. My first Scream Factory. My first one was They Live. First Scream Factory, which was I believe released in November of see, I wrote it down. November 06 of 2012, and I got this that Christmas. It was when this was announced, I was jumping for joy because I was super happy. And that's gonna go into the next question, which is number two. How did you first find out about Scream Factory? Now, I first found out about Scream Factory in shortly before this came out, and the first ones they had announced were the Halloween 2 and 3, and that was in September of, what was it, September 18th. So they announced those, and I had already been paying attention to Shout Factory, and since 2003 when they released Punky Brewster on DVD, I always had paid attention to whatever they pushed out, and always been a fan of them. And when they announced that they were doing a Scream Factory, which was going to be dedicated to horror movies on Blu-ray, I was like, wow, this is cool. Now at the time I didn't buy those Halloween 2 and 3. I had them already on Universal, and I wasn't quite sure on what it was all about. I know there was supposed to be extra stuff, extra artwork, cool artwork, extra special features. But the one that really got me once they announced it was this. And I was like, oh, come on, because I've been waiting for it on Blu-ray, and I was super excited, and this is the one that got me hooked. And then I always, but back to how did I find out? This how I found out was when they announced, and that was on High Def Digest. They announced it. I mean, I used to go on there and find out the news and stuff, and now I do Blu-ray.com. But before, I used to go on High Def Digest, and I would find out everything that's coming out on Blu-ray. And that's how I found out. I've been pretty much following them since they first came out, but it's been more waiting for certain titles than getting everything. Now I'm getting more than I was then, because I love the company, and I want to support as much as I can to get more awesome titles to be released. But then I was more picky on certain titles, so I wasn't grabbing everything when they first came out. So number three, what is your favorite artwork? My favorite artwork, I could have picked a bunch. I had like 4 tiles that I wanted to pick, but my favorite, and I picked it, is kind of basic. It's not a lot going on here, but I picked it because it's one of my favorite horror icons, and that is Child's Play. Pretty basic. Now, when this was announced, I was super happy. I wanted to get that poster, and I missed out. And if I could, like, if there was one poster that I could have that they've done, this is the one I wanted to get, and I missed it. But I love that Child's Play with Chucky right there. This is my favorite artwork for their collector's edition that they've done. So, love Chucky. Next one was your favorite blind buy. So my favorite blind buy, now, I've seen bits of this, and I knew of it, but I never really saw all of it. And then they announced it, and I grabbed it, and I watched it, and freaking awesome. And that is The Burning, 1981. Awesome slasher flick here, guys. And highly recommend picking this up. I know a couple of guys that have done the tag have picked that. What is your favorite? Let's see. Number 5. What is your favorite non-collector's edition? Now this could have fell into that blind buy as well, but I put it for favorite non-collector's edition, and that is the Slumber Party Massacre. Love this. This is awesome, and this is another, like, almost tied for the blind buy, but I put this in the non-collector's edition because this is not a collector's edition. This is an awesome one here, guys. If you haven't seen this, definitely pick it up. Cool slasher flick. Next one, what's your favorite double feature? Now, I think this is my first double feature that I ever bought, and I don't really care for both movies on here, but the one movie on here is why I got it, and this is my favorite double feature because I love this one movie that's on here, and that is the double feature of TerrorVision and Video Dead, and I got it for TerrorVision. I love TerrorVision. I used to watch this all the time back in the day when I was growing up on TV, and I could not get enough of it when it would come on. I just would wait, like, please play TerrorVision, and it was super hard to get too. You know, this was an old Lightning video on VHS when it came out. So, and when they had announced this, I was super happy. I was like, yes, TerrorVision come out, all right. So I grabbed this one right away, pretty much right away. Okay, next one. Now this is number 6. This number 7. Okay, number 7, Dream Scream Factory. Now this one, there's a few I have down here, and that's because it kind of this one that I have here is, I don't think Scream Factory actually will release it, but I put it because this has been one of my dream Scream Factories since they announced their line, and I've always wanted it. I have an import of it. It only plays on my PS4, but it's pretty much bare bone, and I wish that Scream Factory would put it out, or somebody. But if Scream Factory put it out, it would be like freaking awesome. And that is Alligator. This is the 1 and 2 from Germany. And I don't care about 2. 2's, I never cared for it. 1 right there, you can see Alligator, just the poster back there. It's my favorite movie of all time, and that is my Scream Factory dream to be. I would really be super happy. Now if Arrow pushed it out, I'd be super happy with that too, or Vestron. But I think I would be more like, if they could get it, I would be really happy. But I'll be as happy as one of those other guys get it. But dream right there, Alligator. Now the other ones that I have on here as well, because I think if it did come out, there's another, like Alligator, that another company probably would put it out instead of Scream Factory. But the other one I have here, and I know Dr. Movie 91 had this on his dream factory, Scream Factory, and that's Dawn of the Dead. Now this, I don't understand why it's not out. Now they've released the Day of the Dead Collector's Edition, which I hadn't bought. I have the regular one that came from this company, which is Stars Anchor Bay. This is out of print now. I hadn't bought the other one because they hadn't put this out yet. And they released the remake Dawn of the Dead. They released Land of the Dead. I'm like, okay guys, where's Dawn of the Dead? You released all those other ones. Like, making us think that eventually this is coming, but it still hasn't came yet. So I'm like, come on, Scream Factory, this is the one that everybody's waiting for. Where is it at? So yeah, this is the one that I really think that a lot of people are waiting for, and it's out of print. I mean, you can get, I don't know, Dr. Movie 91, he has an import of it. Other people have different editions. I mean, maybe they're not releasing it because there's so many different cuts and it's hard to get. They want to like push out the best that they can. Maybe that's why they're taking so long on it. I don't know. But this was the Stars Anchor Bay release that first came out. It's out of print now, and I mean the price goes up and down. But this is a Region A lot, so. But that's one. The other one, and I just put this here because it's kind of Dream Factory. I keep saying Dream Factory. Dream Scream Factory. So, this I put here is more of a prediction. Now, this, since they, as of late, have acquired some New Line and other Warner Brothers and things, I think this one would be perfect, and I think that this is probably on the horizon in the near future, and that is, and it definitely deserves a Scream Factory, and that is Man's Best Friend from '94. Is it 94? I think it's 93. You know what? I always say 94 because it came out in 94 on video cassette. 93 is when it came out. So this is available in Vudu if you guys have Vudu. But this is one that I think definitely deserves a Scream Factory, and this is more of a prediction of mine that I think is coming in the near future, probably sometime next year. But you know, I'll be wrong. But comment down below, guys, what you think. Okay, next. Sorry I'm making it super long, but this is an awesome tag, so I gotta keep it real, right, guys? So next is number 8, biggest surprise. So biggest subscribe. Yeah, subscribe, guys. No, biggest surprise Scream Factory that was released or announced. So my biggest surprise that they announced is like a month or so ago now, and that is the Critters collection. It's coming out in November 27th, I think it is. I'm looking at my calendar. So they're releasing the collector's edition, which is all 4 films, and you can pre-order right now on their site for like $60 with posters. Comes with 2 posters, which are limited. I still have not pre-ordered like a big dummy, you know, but there's so much other pre-order stuff that I already had in that is taking my funds right now, and my funds are super short, so I want to get it, and I will get it. Hopefully I will not miss out on those posters, so because I want those. And this is one of the ones that is on my top list for wants on Blu-ray. Is Critters 1 and 2. Now 3 and 4, 3 is cool, 4 is like but to have it in a set, that's super cool, and that is one of my biggest surprises, because like anytime there's a movie that's on my want list that comes, I'm super surprised, because I'm like, you guys took long enough, come on. But okay, out to number 9. If you could have any franchise turned into a box set from Scream Factory. Now that's horror, right? That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, any franchise, I know it's horror. My favorite horror icon is Freddy Krueger. So that is any franchise. Now this has a box set. I know a lot of people has picked this, and if a lot of people is picking this, that means a lot of people want this turned into a box set. So that is the Nightmare on Elm Street set here. Now if Scream Factory could do this, something like they did that Halloween set, I'm pointing over there because it's over there. If they could do that and do every single one with like the original artwork, unrated one, because I think there's a few. I think part 5, I know part 5 has an unrated edition, because I used to have the VHS of it, and it has extra, the kills are extra long. Greta's scene is longer, Dan's scene is longer, there's extra, like, more graphic. And I remember watching part 5 for the first time, the unrated version, and then seeing these watered down, the part 5 watered down. I'm like, man, this doesn't seem as gory as it used to be. What happened to it? I'm like, oh, this is the rated R edition. What happened? This ain't the. So I wish, and I'm looking on here, I'm pretty sure this is the rated R edition on here for part 5 as well. I can't tell, but I think it is. Now, the thing with this, when this first came out, I was happy. I was super happy. But it was super hard to get. This was when it first came out. This was a Best Buy exclusive. You only could get it at Best Buy. It was exclusive for like, I don't know, a few months over there. And my Best Buy didn't have it. I couldn't order it online. I had to go to a different Best Buy, which was super far, and get it. And it, have them hold it for me and go and get it. So this was hard for me to get and it was more pricey when it first came out. It was like, now I think I seen this before 25. I think it's 40. I think I paid like 50 something for this. But anyway, Scream Factory, come on, push this out. I mean, there was another one I was gonna pull out to put with it because I think it would be awesome too if they did it. But and that would be like the Friday the 13th. But they just they have that 10 out there, and that's out of print though. But they Warner Brothers, Paramount, whatever, they released that 8-1. But that's another one that would be cool if they put out. If they put those both out the same day, people would be going crazy trying to get them both. But this is the one right here though, Freddy, which he's the reason it really got me into horror. Nightmare on Elm Street 4 is my favorite Freddy, Nightmare on Elm Street, and that's what really got me super into horror. Was that one, and The Gate and Critters, all these other movies got me into them. But right here. All right, last one. My favorite Scream Factory. Now this is sentimental, which goes back up to number 1. Sentimental. I'm always like that. My favorite is my first one, and that's one back. And you seen it. I just showed it. My favorite Scream Factory is my first Scream Factory because it's one of my favorite movies of all time, and I was super happy when they announced it. And that is here. They Live. I was gonna pull out the Steelbook, but this is my favorite because it's my first one that I got, and I love this movie. I got to meet Roddy Piper at the convention a few years back, before his passing. Now I got him to sign it, his autograph on his wrestling, picture. I wanted him to sign it on the picture, from the scene from the bank. But by the time we got, by the time he came back, cause me and my friend, we went to go get the autograph, and he was like not there. I'm like, where is he at? And he had all the pictures laid out, for the autographs, and that's the picture there from the bank when he goes in and says, I come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. So that scene, the picture was there, and I'm like, that's the one I want. When we came back, when he was back, those were all gone. I'm like, oh man. So, and I didn't bring nothing with. So, think about this. I don't think this was out yet at the time. Yeah, it wasn't out at the time yet. So yeah, definitely. If it was, I would have brought it. But this is my favorite Scream Factory. I know the features are not the best, but it's sentimental. So this is. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tag. I know I ramble, but I had fun with it. Outlaw, Dr. Movie 91, and the rest of you guys who created this. Thank you guys so much for thinking of this awesome tag to grab the Blu-ray community together and sit down and talk about some of our favorite Scream Factories from our favorite horror company, one of our favorite horror companies that push out some awesome movies that got a lot of us collecting the horror genres on Blu-ray. I know it got a lot of us into it. So we're gonna tag a few. I know I haven't tagged these guys that I'm gonna tag. I don't even know if they will do this, but I know they collect Scream Factories and they make videos. So I'm gonna tag you guys, and if you guys that I'm gonna tag don't want to do it, it's fine. If you do it, awesome. And if you're watching the video and you want to do it, guys. We want to get everybody who's collecting Scream Factories, who collected Scream Factory, who is a fan of Scream Factory, to make a video and talk about them. It's kind of like, I guess, like a tribute or whatever to Scream Factory, saying a thank you, special thank you from us fans to them for releasing all these awesome movies over the years, to put these videos out. And at least for me it is. So Okay, so this tag here that I'm doing, I mean these people that I'm tagging, is the first one I'm gonna tag is Fish over there, Ugly Red Source of All Evil. I'm gonna tag you. I've been following him for a while, guys, so go check him out. I'm gonna leave his link down below. He collects Scream Factories. I know he's a huge fan of them, and I would love to see you do this. Talk about your favorite. I'm gonna put a link down. I'm gonna put the questions down in the description of all the questions, so you guys can, if you want to do it, you can see it. I'm gonna put a link to everybody down here that I tag, and everybody who helped create the video, the tag video, that is. Okay, the next person I'm gonna tag, we're tagging 2 more people. HorrorManMike. Now, smaller channel, but he's a huge horror collector, and he has quite a few Scream Factories. He started collecting, and he had to get, he had a channel before, and he had shut the channel down, and he had got rid of a lot of his movies, but he's got a lot of stuff back, and I know he's got a lot of Scream Factories, so I think he would have fun doing this. So I would like to see you do it, man. If you want to, it would be awesome. The next person I'm gonna tag, I know he got a bunch of Scream Factories. I don't think I've seen him do tag videos before, but I would love to see him do one. And that's Blue for Life. I would love to see you do this, man. Sit down and talk about this awesome company that all us Blu-ray horror fans have come to love over the years. So again, shout out to everybody that I tagged, everybody who created Outlaw of the Dead. I keep calling him Outlaw of the Dead, formerly known as Blu-ray Outlaw, and Dr. Movie 91, Slasher Junkie, Bearded Slasher, and Jeff Fantor. Awesome. Shout out to all you guys for thinking of this awesome tag. As always, guys, Blu-rayness is awesomeness. Like I said, I'm going to leave a link down below to everybody's channel, all the questions. If you want to do this, guys, and I didn't tag you, do it. If I tagged you and you really don't want to do it, I mean, it would be awesome if you guys do it, but, we understand that, sometimes, we get busy. I mean, I was going to do this for, like, a week, and I was going to do it for 2 days now, and I kept putting it off and got busy, so I'm super sorry, guys, for not getting this out faster, because I wanted to do this so bad. And there's another tag video that I've been tagged in from Jen Reviews of the Grave. She tagged me for Apocalypse horror tag. So if you're watching this tag, I will be doing your tag soon too. Don't think I forgot about you, because I didn't. I just been working on trying to get this one done, and there was another tag before that I was doing, that I was working on. So it was like 3 tags all at once. So it got me. And then I was doing my one-day digital code contest, and then my job gets me too. So as always, guys, I'm rambling, but as always, Blu-rayness is awesome. Until next time, peace out.